Here's how not to think about marketing and product. This is coming from 3.5 years of, running a development agency, a software development agency. And I've learned a thing or two. I've seen it especially in product, but I've also seen a lot of developers apply the same thinking to marketing. And it's this one big mistake. And it's thinking that it is just doing something once and then it's done. Like, I just need to build a product and then do marketing. That's what a lot of developers say. And then on the flip side, I see a lot of business people come to me and say, hey, I just need to build this product and then I'm going to go sell it. Neither of these things are things that you do once and then are done. You will never just build a product once and then sell it forever without changing the product. At least that's very, very rare. There's a reason why tech companies hire developers. When was the last time that you saw YouTube drastically change? I'm talking massive, big shift, like layout change or something like that. Probably didn't, right? You're watching this on YouTube and it's been the same experience for you for the past 6 months. And yet, in the past 6 months, how many developers does YouTube actually have? There's so much work that goes on behind the scenes. The bigger the product gets, the more work needs to be done. It's this misconception that people have, and I've seen some clients of mine apply this, where they think that they just need to build a product and I need to just add this feature and then that's done. And it's not just adding features that keeps the work going. There's maintenance, there's upgrades, there's bug fixes, there's so many things. And I think people completely forget about that stuff. And I've seen a lot of developers apply the same thinking to marketing, where they spend all their time building a product and then they're like, oh, I'm going to build a SaaS, I'm going to develop the product myself because, I'm a developer, I can do that. And then when it comes to marketing, they're like, I'm just going to do the marketing and then that's done. Go into the product game with an impression that you're going to have to do a lot of marketing and a lot of product development. This is one of my takes on kind of development agencies. A lot of people hate them. And the reason they hate them is because they don't know how to use them. Development agencies are not meant to build you your entire product from scratch for the first time, because that's what you need to do generally in-house. Unless you're building it for very, very cheap, unless you find an agency that's doing it really cheaply. Generally, agencies are meant to supplement whatever you already have. So if you have technical talent and let's say, I need the front end done. Okay, let's get that done. I need a new feature build out and I need some extra hands on deck to get that done. Okay, hire an agency. Agencies are meant to expand your capacity when you need it. That's the value of it, especially. Or if you run a business whose core is not technology platform, right? So for example, one of our clients is a construction company. They're building an internal tool. And it makes sense because their day-to-day is not technology and they don't want it to be technology. They're just doing their thing. Now they want to increase the efficiency of some of their processes. So they're going to build a platform and then use it. And in this situation, it makes sense because they don't have the in-house expertise. Now, if you are building a technology company of any sort, it does not make sense for you to hire out that expertise, because when you grow up as a company, you would have a lot of in-house developers. You're going to need that competency anyway. If you run something that's not a technology company, it's different, right? If you want to build something for yourself. If you're trying to run some kind of tech business, I think people misuse agencies and think that, I just build a product once and that's it. And the same way that developers think that they just hire a marketing person and they do the work. It's like, that's not it. These are problems that you have to think about consistently for a long time. It's a full-time thing. Like, that's why there are chief marketing officers and chief technology officers, CTOs, CMOs. You need them, or you need somebody to do their role generally, and you want to keep that in-house because an agency has other projects. Agencies are really there for the flexibility and expertise on demand. I think it's great to hire an agency to learn, but eventually you need to build these capabilities in-house. Yeah. Anyway, that's a little bit of a take that I'm saying because I think too many people underestimate how hard that is. People make it look easy. People on Twitter will tell you, I built this product and now it makes 10K MRR. It's like, don't believe the noise. It is going to distract you so much more than the reality, which is you have to take time to build the product properly and take time to do the marketing properly, right? And put aside the appropriate resources. Don't make a budget for 2 months of development and then that's it, But at the same time, don't do like 12 months of development without selling it. Yeah, it's a fine line to tread. If that's a useful thought anyway. It's just something that's been on my mind, so yeah. As usual, leave any questions below. As you might have also noticed, I have a nice camera now, which I'm very excited about using. So yeah, I'm going to be having a lot of fun with that in the next few videos.